The night Alexander was born, a storm raged over Macedonia. Thunder shook the very foundations of Pella, lightning split the sky, illuminating the anxious faces of Queen Olympia's handmaidens. The air crackled with anticipation and fear. A child born on such a night, some whispered, was destined for greatness. Others, with superstitious dread, muttered of ill omens. Olympias, a woman of fierce spirit and legendary lineage, paid no heed to such timid whispers. She gripped the hand of her midwife, her face a mask of determination. As the storm raged outside, mirroring the battle within her, Olympias brought forth a son into the world. A son who would one day inherit not only a kingdom, but a destiny woven into the very fabric of history. News of the prince's birth spread like wildfire through the palace, carried on the whispers of servants and the roars of the subsiding storm. King Philip II, hardened by years of war and conquest, felt his heart stir with a strange mixture of pride and unease. He looked upon his newborn son, his face still bearing the marks of his tumultuous entry into the world. The king saw not a babe, but the reflection of the storm itself. Was this the heir he had longed for? Was this the fulfillment of the prophecy? The one destined to unite the Greeks and vanquish the Persians? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain, the world would never be the same. The boy born under a tempestuous sky would one day shake the very foundations of the known world. He would be known as Alexander the Great. Alexander grew up amidst the splendor and intrigue of the Macedonian court. He was a precocious child, quick-witted and fiercely competitive. His education was entrusted to the finest minds in the kingdom. He learned the art of war from seasoned veterans, his small hands already itching to grasp a sword. He devoured scrolls on philosophy and history, his mind a sponge absorbing knowledge with an insatiable thirst. But it was his education under the renowned philosopher Aristotle that truly set Alexander apart. In the tranquil groves of Mieza, far from the clamor of the court, a unique bond formed between the master and his extraordinary pupil. Aristotle recognized the boy's sharp intellect, his unquenchable curiosity, and his burning ambition. He nurtured these qualities, instilling in Alexander a profound love of learning, a respect for knowledge, and a keen understanding of the human condition. Under Aristotle's tutelage, Alexander blossomed. He immersed himself in the works of Homer, the plays of Sophocles, the philosophies of Plato. The world of ideas became his playground, his mind a forge where ambition was tempered with knowledge and wisdom. Aristotle instilled in him the belief that reason and logic could conquer not only armies but entire civilizations. It was a lesson that Alexander would carry with him throughout his life, shaping his destiny and leaving an indelible mark on the course of history. Yet, for all his intellectual prowess, Alexander remained a prince of Macedonia, a warrior at heart. He excelled in physical pursuits, his body as strong and agile as his mind. He rode with the skill and daring of a seasoned cavalryman, his mastery of horsemanship a testament to his courage and his deep connection with animals. It was this unique combination of intellect, ambition, and martial prowess that would propel Alexander to achieve the unimaginable and etch his name into the annals of history as one of the greatest conquerors the world had ever known. The arrival of Bucephalus, a magnificent but wild stallion, at the Macedonian court caused a stir. The horse, a gift from a Thessalian nobleman, was as black as night, with a fiery spirit that matched his untamed appearance. No man had been able to ride him, his wild bucking and rearing a testament to his untamable spirit. King Philip, a shrewd judge of both men and beasts, deemed the horse too dangerous and ordered him to be returned. Alexander, however, saw something different in the wild stallion. He saw a kindred spirit, a creature of immense power and potential, held captive by its own untamed nature. He begged his father for a chance to tame the beast, his voice filled with a quiet confidence that belied his young age. Philip, amused by his son's audacity and intrigued by the glint in his eye, reluctantly agreed. Before the assembled court, Alexander approached the snorting, stamping stallion. He spoke to the animal in soothing tones, his hand outstretched, not in dominance but in understanding. He had observed that the horse was terrified of its own shadow, shying away from the dark shape that followed it. With a gentle touch, Alexander turned Bucephalus towards the sun, effectively erasing the shadow. The effect was instantaneous. The stallion calmed, its wild spirit soothed by the boy's quiet confidence and keen understanding. With a grace that astonished the onlookers, Alexander mounted the horse, his touch light but sure. The crowd erupted in cheers as Alexander, the boy who had tamed the untamable, rode Bucephalus across the training grounds. It was a feat of horsemanship. But more than that, it was a display of character. It revealed Alexander's courage, his intelligence, and his innate ability to connect with and inspire even the most wild of creatures. This was no ordinary prince. This was a leader of men, a boy on the cusp of manhood, destined for greatness. And Bucephalus, the untamed stallion, would be his loyal companion on the path to glory.